Hello. Recording on Friday, January 11th. Happens to be the day of my 21st wedding anniversary. I was meditating on that a little bit. I got into this business just a couple of months or so before I got married, and I was thinking I'm very happy to say that I'm still happily married and happily in this business, to which, if you're watching this, you have a lot to do with that I'm in business, so I thank you very much. Today I'm going to be talking about an article that was passed along by the man recording this, who records all these, Scott Bates. He's seen enough of these, and he passes along good stuff when he sees it. And so this was an article from the Wall Street Journal online. Carolyn Gear was the author, and she was interviewing John Bogle, who's the founder of Vanguard. And it's centered around this book that I actually have from my personal library, Enough. And they were talking about the difference between investing and speculating. Mr. Bogle states that he believes the stock market is a giant distraction from the business of investing. Hopefully I can make that clear to you as to why he says that. But he has a 60-year career, and he points out that Benjamin Graham, who was Warren Buffett's mentor, drew the difference between investing and speculating, is that the speculator's primary interest lies in anticipating and attempting to profit from market fluctuations, while the investor's primary interest lies in acquiring and holding suitable securities at suitable prices with the objective of getting a yield from the asset over its entire life. Whereas the speculator is trying to forecast the psychology of markets. Mr. Bogle, has a deep concern about the rise in speculation. There's lots of hard data to back up that this is happening. One piece that he provides is the annual turnover, buys and sells of stocks, climbed from 15% in 1951 to 250% in 2011. And that's come down a little bit from where it was in 2008. So just a massive growth in trading. And he points out it really becomes like casino gambling. Many know casino gambling to be a loser's game, ultimately. When you factor in transactions costs, advisory fees, sales and administrative costs, plus all the mistakes that people make when they're doing this, it's a game that ultimately cannot be won. Mr. Bogle has some very deep, sound wisdom about why he believes this speculative bent has risen so much in our country. He writes in Enough, "We Americans like to buy things in abundance before we have the cash to pay for them. We focus on today's wants rather than tomorrow's needs, and even our wealthiest citizens never seem to have enough. We compare ourselves with our neighbors, and since the realities of life can be so hard to overcome, we look to speculation, even at long odds, to lift us out of the everydayness of our lives." That's some really sound wisdom, and a good warning about how speculation can creep in. In this book, Enough, he opens with a story involving novelist Joseph Heller, who wrote a bestseller called Catch-22. Many have read it, perhaps some of you have. He was at a lavish party in New York. He was being ribbed by another guest who was another author, Kurt Vonnegut, who some of you may have also read some of his material. And Vonnegut was saying that the host of the party had probably made more money in a day than all of the money Heller had earned from his bestseller Catch-22. Mr. Heller's retort was, "I've got something that he can never have. Enough." Enough is a different number for all of us. To the extent that you can know what's enough for you, it can give you a much higher probability of having contentment up here. So just some good wisdom to start out the year. Until next time, thank you.